Hey everyone, Optimus Wilbur here, and this video is not suitable for children under the age of 13. This is aimed at young collectors and adult collectors. Let's start the video. Welcome everyone back to another Optimus Wilbur reviews, and if you want to make baby Grimlock happy, why not hit the subscribe button, like the video, leave a comment, share it amongst your Transformer friends. These help the video out so much and I can't thank you enough. Finally, after waiting a while, Siege Jetfire's here. I've been waiting to do this video. He's been ready for a couple of weeks and I was basically waiting on a 3D printed part, which I'll show at the end. It's just a small part, but I felt with the armour he gets with the Siege model, I think it was quite fitting. I actually got this part and waited on it. So we're going to go over the Toyhax decals, and he's been reviewed quite a bit. I'll just go over small details on him. I think he's a brilliant figure, but the decals really bring something else to it. And it doesn't make it look just plain boring white, even though that's what Jetfire always was. I quite like how the decals stick to a coordination and just over-emphasise all the colours on them, sticking with the red, the black, and sometimes the white. What you will find, however, though, within this decal set, there is a lot of clear ones. Some I nearly missed during the process of making, like applying the decals, sorry, and it was not until the last minute I actually remembered they're there. So keep that in mind. The other thing, just to let you know, and I will get to it, there is one decal. It is a pain to put on, so please be careful with the tweezers you are using to apply decals, because they can puncture it very, very easily, and I did this on mine. But that being said, jet mode just looks incredible. I've never had a G1 Jetfire in the sense of the actual G1 Jetfire. I've had like the Armada one, then the Generations one, which was the closest I got to likes of that look from the Generation 1, which was based on the Combiner Wars Starscream mould. Well, obviously that came out first, but I never had any third party it looked like this, so I was mega impressed when I seen this guy, and the fact that he's meet so many expectations for what I look in a figure, just how he looks, the accuracy it's unbelievable what they pull off. I mean, lengthwise, he's huge. And probably the best example I can give, and I'll just get out the way now, which is the next video, is Siege Shockwave, when he's all like combined into his transformed mode. And to see the like Jetfire this size and when he's transformed is impressive. What I like about it all, though, is the blast effects turn into the thrusters, so he just looks like he's flying through the air. And this is where the decals I thought played an important part, because I wanted Jetfire to stand out in my collection. So, let's start off with the decals. Let's go down to the nose first. As you can see, we've added this red stripe coming down with a few decals here to tidy this section off. And this reminds me of the Viper from Battlestar Galactica. It really does. Just this section here, it just reminiscence of just looking at it. And I like how it just tidies everything off with this decal right at the front. I have said in the past, I've never been a big fan of like sort of the shell look. Decals being put on like sort of the clear windows, but this is a change I'm starting to see where I do like it. I do feel if you're putting them on, it does finish how the character looks, especially in transformation mode, and it pays off. It really pays off big time with Jetfire. One thing you've got to notice with the decals, especially this one and this is the start of the see-through ones, and they were quite easy to pick out. There's other ones in the selection where they were quite hard to pinpoint. Turn them round, you can see we've got two grey ones there, and that one is kind of like a goldish look in here. We also have another see-through one here, and coming up to here now, we have black squares going in these areas to tidy that up to give it more colour. Again, see-through ones at the top here, if I just flip it over. Now, looking at this window, this is where you can see I ran into the issue. What the issue is when you're applying this decal, this always pushes down. So you have to be really careful, and I wasn't using these tweezers, I was using my old ones, and I nicked the decal. So please be careful. Moving it along, two nice decals there, a decal there, and if I flip up the tail, and these decals matches the wings as well, so they continue this silver effect going across. So we've got one there, and on it says VF85S. So it continues around the other side, and they're both matching on each side. If I flip it up, we have another see-through one just here as well, like a warning one. If I aim the camera now down at the wing and pull back, you can see there's a decal added going all the way down. And just here, if I can just angle it right and zoom in, we've got a blue light there. As if now like you see the jets in the sky or the planes, and they always have the two lights in each wing. They've done something similar here, but on the opposite side, it's a red light. So imagine the opposite side, but this bit's red. Coming to the back, got a lot of nice decals coming in this area. Another see-through one here, silver, red and silver, black, and one you can just start to make out, but that's mostly seen in the transformation mode. And if I flip him over to make him look this way, we have beautiful golden red ones at the bottom here, and then if I move it up to continue like the windows in the back of the ship, we have 4 decals. It just fit in there and tidy that section off, which does make a big difference. Bringing in his armour set, you can see there's only 3 decals added, so we've got 1 here and 2 over there, and that's really it you can do if the armour set goes on his chest. But I think that's okay. I think any more on that would have just been too overpowering, considering the amount it's on his body. With the helmet or the face mask, that hasn't shied away with the decals either. So if I just sharpen this camera, this kind of reminds me of one of the COG helmets from Gears of War. We've got one of those see-through decals right here, and this one I nearly missed. This was the one that I just totally overlooked. But with the visor, we have a beautiful blue decal going right across, and that can be changed for red or green. So starting with Jetfire, there's just so many decals that go over, but what they did, they're small, and that's one thing I did enjoy. They are small decals, but they serve a purpose to make the rest of the character stand out. So we've got 2 see-through ones right here, which, as you see in jet mode, they were there, and if I open up, we've got little panels in here. Of course, we've got that Autobot symbol here, and if you flip it around, you can make it, if I do it this way it'll be easier, a Decepticon logo, and of course that time when he joined up with Starscream, because Starscream lied to him. Flipping it over the side a little bit, and sharpening up, you can see we've got a decal here, and we've got these decals just coming down here, these black ones, that just finish off just the neat and tidy part, just to break up all the white, and it's something nice, something small, and it's smart, and that's one thing I do like. If I come back to this area and open up, you can see we've added decals in here to tidy this fraction of a part up, and that just lets like more detail be seen when these panels are closed down. And we've got a decal here as well. Flipping them down, I'm going to sharpen up. We've got 4 decals right here matching each other, And where the head goes when it's transformed, we have decals here, 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 and here. They actually done a really good job. And it just gives it a better look with the see-through matching ones on the top. So that's the look of the top of Jetfire. One decal I think I did miss on the wing section was the see-through ones here. And on the other side, just matching. So with a simple magic trick, he's back to being an Autobot, and if I turn the head round, and it's going to be matching on the same side, we've got a decal coming down here, and one right here, which finishes that off. And on the head, just one black stripe down there. That's really just the head side of things. There's nothing really else that was done to it. So let's now do the arms. Coming across, we have another see-through decal, a beautiful one here with the red and black, and matching here as well. Turn him to his side. I'm going to lift his arm up. Just pull the camera in. You can see we've got emergency exits here, an arrow here, and if I flip him back round, we have the see-through decals again here, and a silver one right here for the crotch plate. Where I think this is a great figure is the arms are solid. Like, my one likes to just pop out quite a lot in this one, but apart from that, like that click, I just love that click in the Transformer toys. The hands are usually, they've got the grasp for holding the gun, and he has got a bit of weight to him, but these are all plastic up the top here. When we get down to the legs, we start going into the metal parts of Jetfire. So, moving down. We have nice decals right here, nice black and silver ones with a red stripe on each side. Two silver ones in each leg, which tidies that up, and it just looks spot on. Flipping them round, we have a silver decal here, and there's that black one with red just being nicely touched on it, which goes all the way around, which is seen in jet mode. Bring them back round, we have a decal here, here and here, with the silver ones there, and finishing right at the bottom. We have two black ones with red dots. The only place I thought they were missing was just right there. But I think it might have been overboard if we slapped another one in here. I think that might have been too much. So what they've done is enough in my opinion. I think it looks great. And when it comes to the legs, the actual posability of them is pretty nifty. Oh, get them in that way and back down. So transformation and everything that Jetfire can do is really great. One more I actually forgot is just right down at that bottom section. So there's another see-through one. And on the back of his legs, we've got nice decals here that tidy this section up and just give a bit more colour than just being that plain black. It can give something else to look at when he's standing in robot mode. And before we put on the 3D printed part, let's just put on all the armour and weaponry. Now, there is one thing I did forget, and it was not until I started taking off the weapons on the armour, I forgot there's actually decals on that as well. So, on his rifles, it looks like something out of Terminator. We have the red and silver here, and red and white on these shields here. They match on each side, and they just finish that off just to give it a little bit more colour, instead of just being the plain black and plain grey. But overall, I love this look of Jetfire. I just think it's an amazing take on the character. Adding on the armour just made it even better. So it kind of like tips its hat to that Generation 1 look. Now we just have to get on the 3D printed part, finish it off, and you can get to see with that extra little bit, just makes it completely look its G1 counterpart. And let's finish off with a nice battle damage pose of Jetfire attacking or defending, whatever he's got to do on Cybertron. Now, you can probably notice I've not reviewed something, and that is the 3D printed part, and I can't really recommend it. I waited a good few weeks for this to come from TF Safari. Of course, it's not their fault. And it's just one of those things. It's one of those things you've just take a chance with a 3D printed part. One day I'll invest in 3D printing. But this is the part now super gluing together. I snapped the antenna, putting it on the head. It's not the easiest to put on, I will be honest. And putting it on can rub off the decals that I've already set. I wish there was reviews stating that. Unfortunately, there's none. So let that be a warning. If you're doing both sets, be warned. The plastic in the back it's going to wrap around Jetfire's head is tight, but it will chip a little bit off the decal. And I don't know if my camera will pick it up if I zoom in. If I turn his head without making him fall over. But without having the proper lens to zoom in, it's took a little bit out of the decal here, which has annoyed me. And then obviously snapping on me just before we go into like the final shots, final bit of the review, getting the thumbnail ready, everything else. That kind of disappointed me in that, but overall, I've never had that happen in a video at all. A part breaks on me during the production. So you can imagine all the swear words that came out my mouth. But overall, the Toyhax decals finish this bot off something beautiful. I just love how he looks now. The figure is incredible. If you don't have Jetfire, it's up there with Omega. It's a buy. If you've been collecting the Siege line and you've loved it, there's been nothing else like it. I with the things I complain about Earthrise, and I'm dreading Skylinks just because of the plastic. But I have to wait and see for that one. It's the same Scorponok. I'm dreading it. I'm scared it might feel cheap. But when you compare like sort of the Titan, the Commander class with Omega and Jetfire, they have not disappointed in the Siege line, and this was the last one I had to wait for like the birthday, and obviously the 3D printed part, and then the 3D printed part just shits the bed right at the last second. So I'm a bit pissed, as you can tell. So I'm not going to leave a link for it. That one I'll leave entirely up to yourselves, but I can't recommend it. If I try to put it back on and it breaks again, I don't think I'll be ordering a new part. Because like when it comes to 3D printing, Shapeways so far has went above and beyond with their products. I've got products already here for the Armada reviews for parts I was missing, for ones I've ordered off eBay, and the quality is incredible. So I'm going to leave it with them just now, and I'm gutted because it does finish off the look of Jetfire when he's got all his armour on, especially harking back to Generation 1. So it's quite a disappointing end to the video, especially for the Siege Toyhax line. Even though I've got one more left, I just realised that there because I'm looking at Shockwave. But yeah, it's the Toyhax decals. I'll leave a link for as always. They're brilliant. I have no complaints with these decals. The bot is incredible. Simple transformation. He weighs a ton. Buy him. Like, hopefully, if you're wanting to get into Toyhax and you look at these, this decal set just finishes this bot off, and I cannot wait to see what else Toyhax are going to do, because obviously I've done Earthrise Prime now, and I can say this with this video because I only shot it last night, but the time this comes out is a few days later after that video. So Toyhax are on a roll just now, fixing a lot of things Hasbro could have done, but with this figure, I think it was optional, and they done a really beautiful job, not going overboard, and it just tidies him up. Really does. He looks crisp, absolutely crisp with that white, red and black. Then the decals just matching with the silver, the grey. It's beautiful. Absolutely top notch. I cannot recommend the figure high enough. Same with the Toyhax decals. The 3D printed part can jump off a bridge for all I can care. So, that being said, Transformer fans, you've seen it in the video for a size comparison. It will be Shockwave with the Toyhax decals. This has made a big impression on me, how it changed the look of the figure. Can't wait to show you, and then we will be starting Transformers Armada reviews. That one I'm so looking forward to, bringing my first collection when I started collecting Transformers, to share it with you guys on the channel. I can't wait to let you see it. So as always, Transformer fans, please keep safe during this time. Hope your family's safe. Stay indoors. Wear a mask if you have to go outside for essential things. All the stuff to keep you safe. And I'll catch you next time in the next Optimus Wilbur reviews. Thank you for everyone who tuned in today's video. If you want to make Baby Grimlock happy, why not hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. All new videos are always coming right here in Optimus Wilbur reviews. If you'd like to follow me in any of my social media links, all the descriptions are in the description box below. And of course, as always, I cannot stress this enough, I wish to thank Cybertronic Spree for allowing me to use their song Cybertronic Warrior as the theme of this channel. Guys, this is an incredible band, it does incredible covers, and recently just done an amazing album of the Transformers 1986 movie soundtrack. Please follow them and all their social media links. I have every description in the description box below. Please check them out, and as always, Transformer fans, till all are one.